start by opening up your pack, and you're going to sprinkle just the loose powdered spice that's in there onto your meat, and you've got to leave to marinate for how long?
About an hour.
About an hour. That's straight on to a good braising steak, or you can use some ribeye, some black gold ribeye that we do, or even sirloin, depending on how much you want to spoil yourself. And then just leave at room temperature for about an hour just to marinate. Pour your olive oil in to heat up. Don't need too much. It's just to fry off the spices, and then we're going to brown the meat as well. Okay, so the spice pack goes in there. You don't want to burn it, you just want to sort of toast them, roast them. Okay, next you're going to add your ginger, fresh ginger, and then your garlic as well. And stir around. Now you're going to add your onions and your peppers. And you're just going to fry them off and sort of caramelize them. So this, that sounds good, eh? Smells great as well. Now just put your onions and peppers to the side, and you're going to add your meat now, which you've left to marinate. And, absorb all the spices for that. And this on the egg, you better make sure you've got yourself one of these fire heat resistant gloves, or a nice long wooden spatula, which I think I'm going to have to invest in. Otherwise you end up burning your wrist. The fire gets really hot. Okay, next you're going to add your water and a tin of chopped tomatoes. Okay, next we're going to add the potatoes. We've got sweet potato and just normal potatoes. That sweet potato gives it a nice sweetness to the curry. And then the normal potatoes, they'll break down and you'll get that thick, nice gravy. Then we're going to leave it to now simmer nicely at about 200 degrees in there, because it's protected in that nice thick potjie or Dutch oven. And we'll check on it in about half an hour to see how it's doing. Okay, we're going to take a look and see. It's been in there for 45 minutes. Oh, that's looking great, eh? Okay, just give it a stir. Oh, that's fantastic. We're going to put the lid back on and leave it for a little bit longer still. It's simmering very nicely and reducing down. Now ideally, really you want to cook this for the longer the better. 2 to 3 hours if you can. And then take it out, put it in the fridge, after it's cooled down, and then serve it the next day, reheat. That just allows the dried spices to really come out, and you get that fantastic aromatic flavouring. Now this is a beef curry we've made here tonight, but obviously you can use chicken, prawns, lamb, even pork. It's really up to you. A nice seafood with some squid, some clams as well. It's slightly different. Now, when I was back in South Africa, the way I was brought up to eat curries is that instead of in England you eat it with a lot of potato and sort of fried stuff, we eat it with a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables. So here we've got some bananas with some lemon squeezed over them, and some sponspek. It's a melon here, I can't think what you call it here. We've got some chopped coriander, which we're going to put on top of the curry in a second. And then obviously we've got here cucumber, tomato, some peppers, all chopped up, sprinkled with some coriander, and some onion, chopped sweet onion, with coriander once again. And we're going to serve this with some freshly boiled and steamed tastic rice, or you can use pilo rice here, I suppose, or basmati rice, depending on what you can get, whichever suits you. And we're going to serve this with a chutney, a Mrs. Ball's chutney. My favourite is peach, and I like a little bit of hot chutney as well with it. And we're going to pour that to accompany the cymbals and the curry, which is going to be coming out any second now. Right, we're going to leave the lid off now for about 10-15 minutes and just let that reduce, so you get a nice thick gravy. Right, I think we're done. You've seen how easy it is to make this. It's a one-shot pack that we actually sell on our website and in our shop. They're Werners Durban curries. They also do a Mauritian one, and they come in various flavours from mild right through to extra hot. I've used a hot one because I like a bit of heat. And let us know what you think if you actually make them yourselves. I'm sure you'll find they're absolutely fantastic. Enjoy. There you have it. And now we're just going to add the Mrs. Ball's chutney. Fantastic. I hope you enjoyed as much as I'm going to.